Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. So, CIVIVI is doing what they do a couple times a year, and this is one of those times a year. They have a bunch of knives that they put on like super duper sale, discontinued knives, and I have at least 3 CIVIVI knives under 30 bucks that I'm gonna run through real fast and tell you about this sale and how you can stack my discount code and get like 37% off. A lot of people wait until CIVIVI does this code every year because that's when they get the ones that they're like, I really want it, but I don't want to pay that much. But almost 40% off is pretty hard to pass up. I will have links in the description and in the comments with a link that you could use with my discount code to stack 5% off of their sale already. Now, these are discontinued items that they are trying to get rid of inventory. And this one is a perfect example. For 32 bucks, you can get the CIVIVI Backlash. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its backlashness. It's G10 with a little bit of carbon fiber up the middle. It has a deep carry, reversible clip with flat screws. No mushrooms growing in the shade, baby. And look at this. It has really good jimping and oh my goodness, it's pow right in the kisser. And it's very comfortable. The ergos of this knife are fantastic. If you look on the edges right here, you can't get chamfered more than that. It's softened off all the 90-degree edges. It has really good lockup. It's easy. Now look at here. You have these jimps, the ding, that make it easy to disengage. Now, you do have to put a little bit of pressure, but it is not hateful at all. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Now look at this blade. Oh, I mean, don't you just love that blade shape? You can use this for pretty much anything because your point comes out here and it's not much higher than your pivot. So you could do some utility cutting and the reverse grip, oh mama. If you need to do a little self-defense against a Twinkie box, you're all set to go. And look up here. Full-size finger choil. So if you have large hands, you could totally, dude, oh gosh, here we go again. What was it I said on the last video? Super duper? It's super duper. You could totally, I said totally again. You can choke up using this choil and it makes it very comfortable for your grip. I have large width hands and you can see right here, I'm giving it the bees squeeze. There are no hot spots at all with this knife. And if you have extra large hands, I believe you're still gonna have room. You're gonna have room if you have even bigger hands than mine. Not that mine are like ginormous or anything, but I like the action. I like the ergos on this knife, and the fact that it's $32, it just kind of blows me away for what you get. I just got this one out. Here's my other version. There's the G10 version. I really like the texture. The texture on the G10, in my opinion, is better, but this one does have a little bit of that classy look to go along with the G10. It looks very nice, very, very nice. And then you have some good jimping up here. Now, this was before they started wrapping their jimping around the flipper tab. You could tell that's before they made the difference because their newer knives, they wrap that jimping all the way around. But their jimping is so good. Even on this one, just touching the top edge, it grabs my finger. It has such a good detent, it just snaps it right out. Another CIVIVI knife that's in the $30 range. This one I think is around 36. This is the CIVIVI Chronic. I don't think I've even checked out the Chronic before. Go tell my wife I have some purple Chronic. Couldn't help myself. And this one has a reversible deep carry pocket clip. That's what I'm talking about. Look at there. No mushrooms growing in the shade. And it does have a little spot back here where you can put a lanyard. And how about a little bit of texture vision? Yeah, look at that. It feels super nice. You ready to see this blade? Snip right in the snipper. Now this would be a perfect everyday carry knife. I could see my wife taking this one. This one is super lightweight, super duper. It is very lightweight. You have a captive pivot, and going down on this side, you have a couple of T6s in there. I really like this. Now, oh yeah, the ergos are really good on it. This is going to be just like an everyday slicer, a light duty knife. Yes, I did say duty, that you don't even know you have in your pocket until you need it. And wait a minute, is this a hollow ground blade? I believe that might be a hollow ground blade. Maybe, maybe not. I'd have to get the ruler out to check. We're not going to take the time to do that. You can always check the specs in the link that's provided down below that'll take you to them. Oh, by the way, use the link, stack my discount code on top of it, plus there's free shipping. You're not going to get a CIVIVI anywhere on the planet cheaper than you can right now until July 31st, 2023. So I would say if you're wanting to get, here's an honorable mention. What was it? The Appalachian Drifter. This is another one. I don't know how much these are because I was focused focusing on these 3 knives, this is one of the ones on sale. And I did, when I was scrolling through, I saw a CIVIVI Elementum. I don't remember which one it was, but it was 40 bucks. You can't get an Elementum for $40 anywhere. But back to the Chronic. This is a liner lock. This one has good lockup and it is centered and I like it. This is a nice, light, everyday carry knife. There's nothing special about it, but look at this. It has straight ergos. So you're not gonna have to worry about whether your hand fits this knife or not. It's going to fit. It's not gonna be an issue because there's no places forcing your fingers in any particular way. This would be a nice little slicer, an apple peeler, envelope opener. Heck, this would be a great one to keep in your lunchbox for cutting up your food. And it looks like we have a generous choil going on up here, so you're good to go for all your sharpening needs. That's pretty nice. Now the Backlash and the Chronic, they both have 9CR18 MOV, which is great steel, and in the $30 range for an actual CIVIVI. I'm impressed. I'm totally impressed. Now I have another one that's like 38 bucks. Here, let me get it. Now this one has 14C 28 in, baby. And this one, there's not a lot of texture on the handle, but look at this. Well, here's one thing. I'm just jumping all over the place. Here's one thing. The blade, you can't even see the blade. It's inside the handle. This is a very lightweight EDC knife. And you do have a deep carry, reversible clip. You have flat screws. It came centered. And this is a top flipper. And this is, yeah, like I said, 14C, baby. And this, I mean, get it. It's a pickle getter. You want to get a pickle out of the jar or open up a package or do any kind of precise cutting. This is, I love that CIVIVI has some of these knives with the very, very fine points like this, but going all the way down, you can see this is a liner lock. It's not hard to disengage. The blade is super lightweight, but you put your thumb on here and just roll your thumb from top to back is all you do, and it just snaps out. Or you could do the over the top snap, just like that. Look how snappy. And it does have room for sharpening. It's a very simple, it's a pocket dropper. You don't even have to have this in your pocket clip. And for 38 bucks, I don't think you can touch that anywhere else. Now, this is the version that I've had. This one, I don't know if this is on the $30 sale or not. Some of them are, some of them aren't. You'll have to go and just check because there's many, many more than knives than what I've just showed you that are on this big CIVIVI sale that's going on until July 31st of 2023. So if you've been waiting for a heads up on some super sales, this is the one to get in on whenever they have discontinued models and you can stack codes and get almost 40% off for a knife. That's when people go nuts. So let me know what you think about these. You like any of them? Are you good, bad, and indifferent on the subject? Share this video with a friend that might think these are pretty cool or might like the idea that they're on sale. Hit subscribe so you don't miss getting notified when we go live every Friday night. Beez Blades, live at the Hive. Oh, right. Don't miss it, 8:15 to midnight every Friday. Now go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you in the chats or the live streams or the comments, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.